God has been there before you get there. One of the fundamental characteristics of God is that God is spirit. He's not constrained by time and space. He can make his presence manifest like he did in the tabernacle when his glory was there, but he's not constrained by that. And so when he has this encounter with the woman at the well and she's saying, we worship here, and others are saying, we worship there, what do you reckon? He says, God is spirit, and those who worship him in spirit and truth. He's not constrained by time and space. And if God is spirit, and if he can't be held in one place, then it becomes possible for God to be in your future before you even get there. Now, we know God is with us in the present, and that's all reassuring. But what do we think about the fact that God is ahead of me? This, to my mind, is every bit of as encouraging as God being with me in the present. The psalmist says in Psalm 139, where can I go from your spirit? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there, your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. God is where we are not yet. He just is. He is I am. He is Alpha and Omega. He knows the end from the beginning. And we see this expressed in this dramatic reunion, that Joseph has with his brothers in Egypt. They'd sold him into slavery. They were very anxious and worried about what Joseph's response might be. And he says, do not be distressed and do not be angry with yourselves for selling me here, because it was to save lives that God sent me ahead of you, to preserve a remnant on earth, to save your lives by great deliverance. What they saw as a disaster was used by God as his plan for their salvation. He had gone ahead of them in Joseph. And later, when they were coming out of Egypt and going into the promised land, God says, see, I'm sending an angel ahead of you to guard you along the way and to bring you to the place that I have promised. And then in Deuteronomy he says, the Lord God went ahead of you on your journey in fire by night and cloud by day to search out places for you to camp and to show you the way that you should go. Now we can look at many more examples, but the point to be made is God is spirit. He is not constrained by time. He is not only with us, but he has been there before us. This is of great encouragement in times of change and uncertainty. It's of assurance in times of hardship and difficulty, and of great relevance when we're talking to someone about our faith. God has gone ahead of us. God is. He just is. And your future circumstances, your future challenges, your future conversations, he is already there.